Hey guys, I am Noelle and welcome back to my channel, and today I bring to you a speed build. This is a speed build of a small family home that I built in Newcrest. I've been trying to expand on my building skills a little bit. As you can see, I am struggling just to build the outside of this house, just the shell of the house. But I figured what better way to start than starting in Newcrest, because there's plenty of empty lots. So you will probably be seeing a few more speed builds on my channel. Actually, I already have built two other lots from this, but I really struggled with this. This is a basic house that I've made a house like this so many times. This is kind of my forte so far. That's why we were trying to expand on this, and I still struggle. Like, I struggled with the roof, I struggled with everything. I actually built this house a bit before, but I struggled so much that I just bulldozed the whole thing and started all over again. But I did want this to actually be a starter home, but because I wanted it to be a 3-bedroom house, and because I just did a really bad job with the layout, as you'll see later in the video, I ended up having to do a lot of extensions, and so then that caused me to have to spend more money. So it isn't quite a starter home. I think it's a little over 20,000 or 20,000 simoleons, but I think it's still very much affordable. You know, just get a few promotions, get a few moments to save up your coin, and you can buy this house fairly easily. Or, you know, you can just cheat it as well. But I really struggled mainly with the exterior. I mean, I do struggle on the inside as well, as we'll see later on, but I really struggled with the exterior because I wanted it to be a little bit different. I didn't want it to be like a basic, you know, suburban kind of house, but then it's just really hard not to do that. I tried to do like some like different colors and like have like the bottom of the house different than the top where the roof is, but that doesn't really work out. So I ended up just going back to you know, plain siding. And as you can see, I'm just struggling here just to figure out all of the coloring that I want for the house, and I start to go for like a lighter siding with a darker like accents essentially. So like the windows and the trim, I eventually make that dark as well. But I just really struggled with this. And I think another reason that I probably struggled quite a bit is because of the fact that I really wanted this to be a base game build. I really wanted to try to push myself a little bit harder and not like use all of the different packs, which I normally don't do. I normally just like use whatever I want willy-nilly, but I really tried this time. But now, as you can see, we're starting on the layout. Like I said, I really struggled with this because I wanted to do like a 3-bedroom situation, but I wanted, you know, the kids to have their own bathroom and the parents to have their own bathroom. I honestly probably should have just went with like a 1-bathroom house, and that would probably have helped with the layout of the house a little bit better. But you know, that's in hindsight, you know, it's already built. And then as you can see, I started doing the kitchen, and then obviously this would be a really small kitchen, so I have to extend, and then that causes the bedroom to be small, so I have to extend that, and then I have to extend the roof. So there's a lot of extensions here. It's mainly on that one part. I have to extend that a little bit more later on, but I start off, I wanted to like, I'm a sucker for a basic white kitchen, and so I wanted to try and like change up the colors, so that's why I use the blue counters. I normally wouldn't use that, but you know, we're trying something different, and I was really kind of annoyed with my layout because I didn't like that the bedroom was so close to the kitchen, because like the door is like right in the kitchen basically. But you know, we work with what we can, and I kind of just start setting up the rooms. This isn't how the rooms are actually going to be. This isn't the furniture that I keep. I'm just trying to figure out the layout of the room, and that's where I kind of figure out like I wanted to do a back door with a like back deck situation, and so like that takes up space, and you know, you have to have the door, and then like I obviously need to have some place for the living room, and then there's the bathroom, and I wanted it to have like a certain amount of windows, but I didn't really like any of the windows to fit in the bathroom, if that makes any sense. I don't think that made any sense. And then I struggled just with like the position of the windows, because I wanted them to like, you know, be like have a good source of light in the house, but you know, we end up basically just keeping the same thing, but I do change the layout, the doors for the bathroom for the kids to try and figure out where I can put the sofa and a TV. But I don't even put it there, but you know, it helps with the space. I think it's actually better with it being like a more Jack and Jill bathroom anyways. This is now the point where I actually start, you know, doing a little bit more decorating and figuring out exactly what pieces of furniture I actually want in the house. And so here I am struggling like usual with the kitchen, and then I decided to go for a smaller table just to save space, so it like makes the kitchen seem a little bit more spacious, even though it is a very tight space. And then I just struggle with the colors because I go for classic white kitchens and stuff like that, and I'm trying to experiment with the colors, but clearly I didn't last too long there. But I know that I'm really bad with like just going willy-nilly. Like I'll start one thing and then I'll go into something else. It's really hard for me to focus. But I actually think that the little kitchen layout actually kind of goes well together because it kind of brings in the blues and the tans and everything pretty well. And then another part that I struggled on a lot was the curtains. I normally never think to put curtains into my houses that I build, but because I'm trying to do better and be better with my builds and stuff, I did try and incorporate curtains. I completely get rid of those windows in the front of the house just because they were clipping and I didn't realize when I placed them there, but I wanted to try and have like a lot of light there, but we just end up getting rid of it. And so now I'm trying to figure out exactly what furniture I want for the living room kind of situation. I hate that there's not like a slightly bigger TV than that. It's like you either get that one or you go like straight to like the big flat screen TVs. I wish there was like one that was like in between that. But you know, it is what it is, because I didn't want to, because like I said, I was trying to keep it under 20,000 simoleons. It doesn't end up being that way, but I just went with that smaller one. And then for the little girl's room, I kind of wanted to make it where she was kind of into like animals and stuff like that, but she still liked her fun like bright pinks and yellows and all that jazz, like a lot of kids do. So I went with that kind of vibe, and so I wanted it to be really bright, but I also wanted to make sure like all of the Sims like of different ages and stuff had something to do. So I put the little playhouse there, and I mean the walls yellow and everything, and I really struggled with trying to find a rug to put into her room, so I just went with that one. I wanted it to be a little bit bigger, but like obviously it was too big if I tries to size it up. And then since I made the little girl's room so bright, I decided that I really wanted to make the other kid's room, it could be a boy or a girl, I don't really care. I kind of was thinking boy, but I just wanted it to be like really dark and like very different from the little girl's room, even though they have to share a bathroom. But you know, it's like you go through the bathroom and it's like a portal of, you know, you have the light in the dark basically. And then the bathroom, I really don't change that much up with the bathroom. I just like, you know, put some wallpaper and flooring in there. But I wanted it to like look lived in and look pretty functional. I will say I didn't actually test this. I haven't like put Sims through it or anything to test if it is like fully functional, but you know, we'll deal. And then I start to just try and like finish up the other rooms too before I go on to the parents' room. And for the parents' room, I was trying to go for like different colors than what I normally would go for. So I went for the lighter wood and that like blue, white sheet swatch, whatever. And I moved the painting that was in the living room to the parents' bedroom. But then I forgot that because I had to move the bathroom to the back of the parents' room, that the parents had no windows. So I had to take that away again and then give them some windows. So there's like 2 random windows on that one side, so it doesn't look the best on the outside, but I kind of just had to do that to let the parents have some natural light. you know, I was trying to be nice, but then I just start to put a little decorations here and there, so it looks, you know, like pretty homey. And then I go back into the kitchen to add a little decor bits there. I decided to put the little cookie tin up on the top of the roof because I feel like a lot of, at least in my experience, I feel like even on shows and stuff, it shows like the parents putting the cookie tin on the top so the kids can't get into it. So I just decided to do that, and then I just went around to all the different bedrooms to just add in a few cool little bits and pieces so it's, you know, nice lived in home. And then I finally work on the parents' bathroom, and this I really struggled with because I originally did want the parents to have a tub, but then I couldn't fit it in there, so we just end up with a shower for the parents. And then I finally start to work on the backyard a little bit. And this, I had a little oopsie moment because I thought those were like actual tables that you could sit at, but then I obviously soon realized that those are just side tables. So then I pick a different table, and so I just went with that. I was really struggling because I thought that that looked too dark, but like I just went with it anyways. And then I finally come to the front and realize that I did not put any landscaping down, so I have to remove the foundation and start all over and, you know, do all the landscaping. I just really struggle with landscaping because like I feel like I can't make it look good with all of the different bushes and flowers and stuff like that. Like I just feel like when I do it, it looks bad, but then I see other people doing it, it looks really good. So a lot of the times all of my houses have kind of like the same look as far as their landscaping, but you know, this is why we're working on it. We're trying to improve, we're trying to get better, but I actually think I still did pretty well with it. I don't know, you tell me if you think it's pretty good. And I also, as far as like the landscaping and stuff, I wanted it to kind of look like the outside, so that's why I picked the trees and the flowers and stuff that I do choose to try and match, you know, the rest of Newcrest. But it makes it pretty easy though for me because obviously, like I said, I'm using base game only, so I don't even know if I actually said that this is base game only, but I think I did. I don't know. But we're getting towards the end of this speed build portion, and I will go over and like walk through the actual house with you guys to get a good view at it, even though it's a really small build, so you can probably get the picture already from what you see here. But we will go over to see the real thing, and I will see if it actually is fully functional at this moment in time too. But I will see you guys in the next little bit. Okay, so here we are on the outside of the house, and we're just gonna pop right on in slowly. And when you first come in, we have the living room situation here. It's very simple, very plain. I honestly probably should have put more pictures up. But then also we have the little front door where you can hang your coat, put your shoes away. And then to the side, we have the kitchen and dining area. It's a very small, very quaint area with some blue accent colors. Very simple, very plain. And then on the other side of that, we have our first bedroom, which is our typical, you know, angsty teen room, all dark colors, you know, clothes on the floor kind of vibes, you know, to play their music all by their lonesome. But through here, through the little portal bathroom, as we like to call it, very bright, very, you know, white, little sterile maybe even. We have our simple, very plain bathroom, not much to it. And then through here, the other side of the portal, we have the light, bright, fun colors of a little kid, you know's room that we have here. And then, you know, we have a little cloud light, little lamp so they don't get scared at night. A little night light so they don't get scared at night. And then on the other side, back to the other side where the kitchen is, through this lovely door, we have the parents' room. Again, another very simple room. Honestly, again, I should have probably added some coloring here, but you know, it is what it is. And then we have through this door, we have the lovely little bathroom. Oh my gosh, I forgot to add a mirror. But you know, it's okay. You know, that's just like, you know what, 10 simoleons, 20 simoleons. Actually, it's probably like 50 some simoleons. Who knows? I honestly don't know what the cheapest mirror is. But going back into the living room, if you go out this little back door, you can go and have a nice little meal outside here. And you can also go off to the side here as well. Plant a little lovely garden. But that is the conclusion of this tour of this very small, quaint family home. And if you enjoy this video, you can give this video a thumbs up. You can also comment down below and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you all for watching. Bye, guys.